Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another Premier League watch-along. Again, I apologise for being late. I literally just serving up my dinner over that. I do apologise for that. We are covering the first game of the two, a double bill, Liverpool at home to West Bromwich Albion. Big Sam's second game in charge. Had a bit more time with them this time compared to the last game, but let's see if they can if Big Sam can put off a sock here. And yeah, obviously, as I said, I'm doing a double watch along, so bear with me from the charger. I will be also covering the Wolves versus that lot down the road. Literally, 7:15 kickoff, so I'll be going live for that 5 past. So I'll be going out of this into that when this game finishes. And yeah, I'm still obviously buzzing from yesterday, even though it's only one game, yeah, and all that. But you know, we still got the performance, we still got the win. The 3 points is more important than anything else, as well. And you know what? That due to that happening, mainly the reason why I'm doing these watching all tonight. Because if I had to face another defeat last night, I'd be like, yeah, done with it, whatever. It is what it is. Big up AR Army. That's a new. Unless you change your name, it's a new performance. Big up Ryan. Hope you had a great Christmas with your family. And what a miracle, exceptional performance yesterday. Yeah. Considering it, as we said yesterday, in yesterday's stream for the watch along, me and the guys, we were saying literally, usually it's us giving out the presents, but Chelsea decided to turn out and switch it. And went, nah, we'll give you a present today. Why not? Actually, that's a point actually as well. I want to see if I can change the colour of these banners because it's coming out orange on the stream and I don't get why. It's meant to be red. Change the colour. I want to change that colour. Oh, I'll sort it out later. Look, we're 5 minutes into the game, it's still 0-0. As you expect, it's all Liverpool in possession-wise, but you never know with Big Sam. Oh, he didn't move Mike, that ain't good. And big up Steve as well on the chat as well. Big up yourself. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you had a good Christmas, by the way. Oh my God, literally just seeing Big Sam on the screen here. Only he would make the effort to wear a mask or have a mask on, but not even have it on, but it's on, but it's not on as it should be. It's like hanging off his face. He's chewing at the top bits there, and he's like that with his fucking chewing gum. Oh God, oh unlucky Salah. This could be a potential cricket score, by the way, if things don't pick up on West Brom. They don't fucking turn up today. They go, we'll save ourselves another game. There ain't many games you can save yourself for, let's be honest. And as Manny said, do smash them likes up, guys. Absolutely obliterate. And also do share the content around as well. Stream around with everyone. Liverpool and West Brom fans alike, even Premier League fans in general. And also, as I said, I'm doing a Wolves versus Buds watch-along later as well. By the way, I'm so close now to the watch time hours that I need to monetize the channel, so I'm so close now. And I've already planned that, pretty much watch-along wise, I've planned that first of the week, what I'm doing. There's 2 watch-alongs I'm doing tomorrow as well. Oh, bloody hell. Facebook's having a problem. God, give me strength. One thing, just one thing, Facebook. Right, save them, then fine, that's cool. So I go into that and I add it back in. We're up and running again. Well, hey. says there's a tick next to it, so I'm taking it as it is. If you're picking up any, by the way, because I'm using a new mic, I do know there's sounds getting picked up on the mic that you wouldn't normally pick up. If it's still happening, if it's like you hear like breeze or anything like anything abnormal, let me know in the chat and I'll try and fix it for you guys. I'll give you guys the best possible, obviously, live stream I possibly can. Oh, Brownie's joined us. Big up, Brownie, to Cardiff. I had issues with Facebook on my Watchalong earlier. Yeah, I saw your Watchalong earlier. Was it the West Ham Brighton game, wasn't it? I think you picked a good one there. 2-2 obviously 4 goals overall. Fucking West Ham are all over the place defensively today. Obviously Leeds beat Burnley as well, never scores today, 1-0. Back for a penalty in the 5th minute. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm going to go for the streams I'm doing for the rest of the week whilst I've got you guys here. I don't go all the way back to go back there. Fucking phone. Do not like this new setup on fucking Sky Sports Scores. Alright, tomorrow I'm doing to 2 Watchalongs. So I'm doing Chelsea Villa at 5:30 kick off, so I'm going off at 20 past 5 for that one, and then straight after that Everton at home to Manchester City. Two big games tomorrow. And then obviously Tuesday doing Brighton v Arsenal at 6 PM. Wednesday I'll be finishing up the year in terms of watch-alongs. Depending on where my watch time hours is at, if I've not hit it yet, I'm just shy of it, or I need to do 2 watch-alongs. I've got these 2 games to cover me. Spurs versus Fulham at 6 PM, and straight afterwards Newcastle versus Liverpool. Bernie's saying no way that Brighton's second goal should have stood. I get what I do get what you're saying by the eyes of it all, but because I think the reason why they gave it in the end, because for once it actually stuck by the actual meaning of the reason of VAR, not meaning of it, but the reason behind it, clear and obvious. And every angle one angle would show it skims off his thing, his elbow up his arm. There's other angles it looks like he just hit his leg and just missed the arm and things like that. If they'd found more than one angle showing what we all saw, that he just thrust against his arm from his lap, that goal would not have been given. But because there's so many different all these different angles are showing different things, they couldn't say clear and obviously you made a mistake there. The irony. Steve says I watched the whole game last night and went to the Chelsea channels, and they sounded like Arsenal fans. There's one person actually I'll give him a massive shout out. Obviously you'll never know, because obviously he's 90 years ahead of me in terms of the YouTube community and all that. But Rory Jennings, Chelsea fan. If you don't know who he is, go and check him out. He did a 1-0. Marnie, I'm a captain. Come on. My FPL captain gets a goal. Now, Marnie, if you could score 2 more, maybe 3 more, that'd be great. That's it, Sam. Have it around your chin, have the mask around your chin and put more gum in your mouth. Oh dear. Yeah, he's out of all the Chelsea channels out there, he's the only one that actually speaks sense and says it how it is, no matter what. But he's not saying he's Frank Lampard out or nothing. He's just logical about things. He said, look, he's also realistic. He's like, how long do we give not only the Frank Lampard but the club time before we start looking at these inconsistencies? Going through they put a run together of wins and then suddenly out of nowhere they go low lose, draw, lose, and things like that. And again, especially against teams like us. When going into that game yesterday, we were in terms of form. We had no form. The only form we had was losing form. Let's be honest. And but yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, go and check him out, and do give him a subscribe as well if you haven't already. He's a one Chelsea fan I can actually on this site community side of things. I can actually sit down and actually watch and listen to, because he actually does speak sense. I'm saying that's the fucking Chelsea fan. Right, he's just scored, by the way. If you do subscribe, again, he doesn't know who I am, but if you do subscribe to his channel, do put in the comments where you came from and all that. Then you'll find it that way. That's it. Got back into the chat. Ryan, I'm honestly not going to step on anyone's toes, but I'm doing the same watch-along game as you. But there's no problem at all, mate. I'm literally the reason I'm doing so many watch-alongs, because I'm literally so close. I want to make sure I get over that 4K before New Year. If it fucking kills me, I'm getting over it. I'm so close now. I'm so close. Obviously, I've got to do the. Obviously, Brownie, I've got to do the Arsenal watch-alongs anyway. But I don't want to sort of lay back on my laurels and think, I'll be fine. And then New Year's Day hits, it goes back to 0. And I'm just like, no. Oh dear, we had an absolute kick in the teeth. But yeah, no problem, mate. Do what you need to do to get your hours up and all yours, gain some new subs and all that. Look forward to tomorrow's. And the Trophy Dodgers match later today. Yeah, as I said, I'm doing a watch along. As you know, I'm doing a watch along for that later as well. Literally, I know that West Brom was struggling and all that in this big stand, but they were so fucking deep. Literally, Henderson, Fabinho, and I can't remember. I think who was it who gave a pass there? Literally, it's just had all the time in the world to do whatever they want. There's like bank of 5, bank of 3 West Brom players, and then like a 10-15 yard gap. But if the midfield trio, because it's going, okay, yeah, it's it's Matip, yeah, so it's Matip, Henderson, and fuck his name now. What's it? Forgot his name, but you know what I'm on about now. But basically, yeah, it was them 3 in a line, and literally just passing it back, cross back and forth, and then literally Matip's just gone. It was a class goal. Oh, bloody hell. Florence, I've seen you before, let's not even go there. Come on, Roy, you must be able to watch Chelsea fans. I can and I don't, because like Roy, sometimes, for the reasons you're talking about, by the way, sometimes he does talk sense, but then sometimes he talks absolute horse shit just to get clicks and views. I'm just like, seriously. I know where you're coming from, Brown. Now I know exactly where you're coming from, you dirty little boy. Yeah, anyone got my tip in their fucking team, in their FPLs, by the way. Oh, I think you've got a couple of days. Big up yourself, Bargav. Again, if I pronounce your name wrong, I do apologise. Bargav or Bargav. Big up, Ryan, mate. Didn't you think Saka goal was a cross or a shot? When it's live, without seeing the replays, it does look like he's mishit. Like he's meant to be a cross. But when you see the replay and it's in slow mo, and you see him literally get the ball, he looks up for that split second, and then hits it straight afterwards. Is a shot. It is a shot. He meant that. I don't care. Literally. But in the actual moment, you're thinking that's a cross. But hey, it's gone in, so you know what. But yeah, again, go back and watch the replays and they do it in like super slow mo. And he literally gets the ball. He glances up for a split second, and then goes bang straight afterwards. He meant it. I'm sorry. Don't get what anyone says. He meant to do that. Big up Ice, by the way. Nice to see you guys again. Nice to see you too back in the chat. Do smash that like button, guys, if you haven't already as well. And as I said, keep sharing the stream around of any and everyone you do know. Going back into the chat. Oh, money again. Almost got a second there. My phone's going mad, by the way. But yeah, I hope you all had a good Christmas, by the way. But let me know what you guys got, by the way. Obviously, I'll tell you guys afterwards what I got and what's coming. Still got one present that hasn't arrived yet. It is coming. But of course, here everything in the UK with the COVID and restrictions. When I say restrictions, I mean like all the shops being closed, and if you're in tier 4, all shops are closed and things like that. And there's like supermarkets, so everyone's ordering their stuff online. And it's like a backlog now, so we've got one thing that still needs to arrive for me. Everything else, yeah, I'm happy with what I got. Really happy. Obviously, Mike being the main present, obviously, from my brother. Big up my brother, by the way, for doing that for me. No, Trent. Well, it's going to be. So if this carries on like this, at this momentum, this pace, this momentum, this is going to be at least 4-0 by half time. At least. I mean, it's only 99 minutes in, but overall, I think you could be looking at a 5-6 goal swing here in Liverpool's favour by full time. Big up Jacob in the chat. How you doing, mate? I see you're new to the. I haven't seen you before, so I'm assuming you're new to the channel. Do subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know who you support by. Obviously, this is obviously an Arsenal channel, but as you can see, I do the Premier League watch some other games as well. Especially with everyone are lit and now actually fan wise. When even then it's only like 2,000 fans for them. Everyone else can't go to the game, so I'm just again, not just on my watch time hours. It's literally providing a service for football fans in general. Just something to share, and obviously, I can't watch the game on the screen like people ask on Facebook, but we can watch it together, have a laugh. And then Mane again. From my perspective, a neutral's point of view, I can gauge on form wise, especially if Arsenal are going to play, for example, Liverpool or West Brom or whatever soon, this, that, and the other. I know what their form is, and this, that, and the other. I know who to look out for and things like that, or they're going to be a worry or not. But also it's just to have a laugh as well, have a bit of a banter back and forth. Jacob is a Liverpool fan. Cool. So you're happy then? You're very happy. Because as it stands, obviously, I mean, league table actually, because now you're winning 1-0. He should be decent. To be honest, he should be 4-0 up already. Mane should have had at least a hat trick himself. And Tebby touch, Henderson back out. And we good. That's cool. Like as they're getting the table of my phone. 29. Oh, it's Everton a second. Oh my days! Should have had a fourth down. Mane again. I can see you on Arsenal. Yeah, I think what was the first clue? But yeah, literally, I like watching doing these sort of watch-alongs since obviously back in the summer when the football Premier League came back and whatever you want to call it, and everyone was playing behind closed doors and all that. I like doing these sort of things, because then it's, as I said, it get the gouge of the form of different teams and detect what this, that, and all the bits and pieces, all the key things you want to know coming up. So when my team plays, or when Liverpool play us, and and all that. I mean, to be honest, I've already said I'm surprised. I've got to admit, I am surprised Chris Wilder, taken away from this game at the moment, Chris Wilder's still in the job. To be honest, no disrespect to him, but things haven't worked this season. They just haven't. Oh dear, so what, you're 34-29? So 5 point gap? Yeah. Between you and Everton, as it stands. I doubt if it's going to change now. You've got the lead, so... Liverpool doesn't know what their defensive half looks like. Yeah, well, especially playing teams like West Brom, Big Sam. Fucking hell. Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, but yeah, he sort of even since then he's had 3 clear-cut opportunities in between all that, before and afterwards. This game should be out of sight already in terms of scoreline. Oh man, days. Speaking of which, as soon as you say that, the resident Man United fan comes in to join us. It's just going on, getting beyond West Brom. How much have you been drinking? Have you not watched this game so far? Oh dear. We also didn't have a family over, or even my sister, because I just want to Steve in the chat for that. Fair enough. If this is still 1-0 at half time, I'll be shocked. Because Liverpool's are setting up camp in West Brom's half, and assault after assault after assault. Ball go straight to goalkeeper from Henderson. Just sober today. What's the score, mate? It's literally on the screen. You can't. Yeah, literally. Cannot miss it. Oh dear. Big up Stefan in the chat as well, joining us in the chat. Oh dear. Right. So Jacob, if you're still in the chat there, do you honestly believe Liverpool win the title still with the injuries you've had, or do you think someone's going to? And if so, would it be close, or do you think you'll walk away with it? If you think it's close, who do you think will become close to actually pushing you? Nathan says Leeds beat Burnley, which was good, yeah. Scrappy 1-0 win. Leeds actually got a clean sheet, bloody hell. Well, in terms of my team wise, in my FPL, it does me a favour because I had Luke Ayling in my team this week. Well, it's match day anyway. Can you hear my clock? Or is he just messing about me? Guys, if you can hear a ticking, let me know and I'll sort that ASAP. Okay, bear with me a sec. Just a hot second. Does that my phone keeps buzzing as well? That doesn't help things. Yeah, my clock's literally on the wall over there, by the way. Says it all about its fucking mic. Picks up anything. Jesus Christ. Do you feel it's hard to banter Chelsea fans? Not really. No, I can have a laugh with them still. Some of them overreact and go, well, look what we are. We're in a title race. Bear with me a second. Please work, you bloody bastard. Will you please shut up, you fucking stupid phone? Ah, there we are. Let's have a look. Shouldn't be hearing that all, according to this. If you're hearing that, you should be hearing my phone go buzz, buzz, buzz. Dear. I don't need a mic, do I? I don't need actual headphones. Technically. Let me know if you can still hear me though, that's the main... How's that? Does that work now? Trent with a fucking shot there. That's strangely soothing. Each to your own. Oh dear. Your clock is loud. Oh, Tom, I'll show you the clock, but yeah, it's nothing. It shouldn't be that. Oh, yeah, but it's a mic, isn't it? It's just the Arsenal, obviously, it's the Arsenal clock in limited special edition, limited edition. We're going to call it tribute to basically Highbury. Basically, that season we moved from that summer, boys. We moved from Highbury to the Emirates. Arsenal said it needs like limited half clocks. And I was lucky enough to get one of them. Let me know. Can you hear me? Please let me know. Can you hear? Otherwise, I was going to phone. Oh dear. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Take the battery out of it, mate. Can you actually still hear? I've turned the microphone off. Not the microphone, the actual headset off. So I don't really need these on, but yeah. Dear, trying to think. How about the internet? One sec. Give me just a sec. I'll sort the clock out in a bit, don't worry. It's like watching one of them horror movies. Everton, yeah, they're literally, they're second at the moment, as it stands, with the score being at Liverpool. 5 points behind them, so yeah, as it stands, technically they are. Steve's saying the Villa versus Joscom will be a good one. Yeah, definitely. That's another reason why I'm going to do it as well, because I know it's going to be a good game either way. You know, obviously, depending on our game on Tuesday, it'll put us closer to at least, even not both of them, if it's a draw, at least one of them. The other one wins. Big Red Machine says, blood, I'm so happy we won. I was so depressed yesterday. It hurts so much to see Arsenal like this. I wanted to smash the TV for a while, but we did it. That's the main thing, we did it, we got through it. And big up to Leno as well for his save. Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, price of it a decent like, eh? Oh dear. Another Liverpool free kick for West Brom to defend in a bank of 8. One. Man, all 2, and literally the rest of it in the hoping to hold off the rest. So, not an 8. Dear. Yeah, I was right. Yeah. Well, I say, back, the wall was 2, now it's split into. They split. Oh! Jesus, Salah. Oh God, here we go. Fam, it was great. Exactly. It's the ticking before X goes boom. And we are mad at him again. Oh God! On the blind, giving a chance to Joseph Itzel and Jimmy Savile. Well, we had Lacazette here apparently. I'm not going mad either. Literally, someone actually changed their profile. Came in and had their profile name, and they changed a couple of times, but always claiming to be Lacazette. And that came from like literally the penalty when Lacazette actually scored the penalty. Someone actually came and changed their name, pretending to be Lacazette. So yeah, you can. Daniel can have his Fitzel and his Savile. We can have them two. I had a non. How can I put this without offending people? I had non-criminals in my chat yesterday. Watching Chelsea yesterday, they looked like Arsenal with cross after cross with no one. That's the thing. In terms of the Chelsea lineup, actually, I didn't touch this last night. In terms of the actual starting 11, I was surprised that Giroud weren't playing because, as I said weeks ago, when they played when Chelsea played Tottenham at the Bridge, and they're doing that. That's what they've been doing it for weeks, doing the cross after cross after cross. With Tammy in the box as well, when Tammy's playing and all that, it doesn't benefit his style of play. Yeah, it does. It would benefit Olivier Giroud, and it proved it literally. Literally, I got proved right in that. But then yesterday, I think if anything, that done us a massive favour, taking that pressure off us, knowing that he weren't playing and their game of crossing the ball in weren't going to come to none effect. Oh dear. But yeah, at half time I will show you the clock, and then obviously I'll probably move it over there to Watchalong from now on. Oh dear. Sudden Stefan saying suddenly Arsenal played well yesterday, yeah, for once. You know what? One go. As I said in the last night's stream, we can't get too carried away because it's literally our first win in over a month and a half. We now have to go into Brighton and repeat this, not just the performance, get the same result, get the 3 points. Then again, doing that, 6 points out of 6 then would start to ease the pressure off Arteta then with the fan base. They might start going, okay, you know what? But he's got to continue. They can't just go, oh, done it for one game and then I'm going to go back to normality now. It's worked, but we're going to start changing things about him. He doesn't need to. Because revert back to type and then But you know what's happening? We'll be fucking losing again. Don't fix what doesn't. Don't need to fix what's not broken. End of. As long as he does that, doesn't do the old messing about and tinkering and all that. When he doesn't need to. He'll be fine. But again, of course, we have to, until we know that he's not going to do that. We have to take these things game by game and hope for the best. Dennis over Facebook is asking who scored. It was Sadio Mane with a goal, but he could have had. He should be on 5 goals himself. It should be 5-0 Liverpool, but he missed a few massive opportunities. But yeah, he scored the opening goal for Liverpool. Exactly. Don't change a winning team. It's the most simple rule in the book. Liverpool controlled the game, need another goal to be safe. I think they're safe anyway, but I get what you're saying, yeah. They don't want to be literally scraping a 1-0 win against a team like this. Especially when they're getting through the defence like a knife through butter every time. But big up Steve, by the way. Big up yourself. Hope you had a good Christmas and all that. And in the circumstances that we've all been put in. Fucking phone will not shut up. I'm surprised the microphone's picking up there, but it doesn't pick up this on my bed going every 2 seconds. Oh, he but for the pen was quite good. Yeah, yeah, you was there, weren't you? And I said all this as well. I said what I had to say about the Mari situation. So yeah, Bari, but apart from the pen, was quite good. I'd like to see him with Gabriel. Even holding was decent, except for one Kuhn attempt where he kicked the right to the play. Yeah. But in terms of Mari, I think the penalty incident came about because he was just shattered. And in terms of match fitness, like we saw with Gabriel Martinelli. Just for caught up, and basically match fitness isn't where it needs to be doing a whole 90 minutes without having them sort of last minute. So it's just like, yeah, we're gonna, but literally because of how fast these games are coming thick and fast, we are gonna see his fitness obviously improve a lot faster than what it would normally, because it's literally bang bang. Actually, every 2 to 3 days now for the next few weeks, he's going to be literally game after game after game. Especially you've got the FA Cup doing the edge integration, and especially if we were to knock out Newcastle in the 3rd round, and of course we've then got a 4th round game to contend with at home or away. Come January as well, so we've got that to equation amongst everything else, all the games we've got coming in the league. Right, back into Zajad. Right. Yeah, big up, yeah. Christmas was good, and Boxing Day Arsenal played well yesterday, but still needed to find consistency to go in a good run. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we all said last night, by the way, literally. Yeah, we've won, it's fantastic, we won, got the 3 points, and we had a fantastic performance in certain players. The youngsters were fantastic. Smith, Rose, Saka, etc. Pablo Mali, as we said before, also came in. But yeah, it's now a matter of not trying to tweak about and mess about the team. Don't fix something that doesn't need fixing. And just keep going. Put a run of wins together, a run of games that wins. And stop being so... like we have been for the last month and a half, especially. La is asking, I'm not going to say the rest, you know why, what position in football do you play? growing up, goalkeeper, literally. But basically, and then every now and then, once in a blue moon, if someone else wanted to go and goal, or no, I was quite bothered. We were messing about and all that. In terms of actual playing, it's a goalkeeper, but when it's literally just messing about with mates and all that, at school and college and all that, centre back or CDM or anything like that. To be honest, Sentiment's back. Yeah, big up Sentiment. Thanks for a couple streams. It looks like we're staying up 100%. Now, don't get carried away, because you do that, and then come Tuesday, you'll be back in and going, oh, that's it, we're going down, we're losing up right, and that's it. Oh dear. Hope everyone had a nice Christmas. It was actually rather nice being on a stream from Australia. We had a party on there as we did last as well. Well done, what YouTube, yeah. Because of COVID, there's one league that finished after 20 games. Do you think that's sort of for a season, or their season in March, so 30th of November? 20 games, or 20 games. Do you think that's short for a season? 6th of March. Well, considering how many league games did that league were meant to play? How many? How was that possible? Considering, what's that? You said what? Okay, when you consider, but obviously there's the lockdowns. I don't know. Was it fully voided, or did the season just finish as it was and the points to game ratio crap? If we can put a run together, they can climb up away. We've got 1 minute left of injury time, by the way. Climb away and at least get to mid-table, but the defence must be addressed, of course, yeah. That's without any doubt whatsoever. With a good chance to beat Brighton, as they only have 1 full day of rest between games, whereas we have 2. We should be able to wear them out. Yeah, of course, fitness-wise, yeah, we should be there. But again, it's not just that; it's down to Mikel not fucking doing the Tinkerman job. Oh, it's worked. The thing is, it'd be stupid of him to change anything anyway, in terms of the starting 11, because he praised it. He said we got the balance right between the youth and the experience, and it worked. So it would be stupid of him to go, after saying that, oh, there we go. Oh, what was that? Have a shot, you pleb. Your first attack at Liverpool, the entire half time now, but your first attack at Liverpool, and you could have had a shot and tested the goalkeeper. Oh no, I'm going to pass it across the face of the goal. To the Liverpool player as well. What a pleb. As I did say this earlier, but as Melina says here, fire up the like button, do subscribe to Ryan if you're new. If you can share the stream around, that would be great to help too. Exactly, it helps my watch hours as well. We are so close to 4K, and I don't want to fucking just get that. It'd be just typical to be like, to get there, be so close to it, and then literally run out of time, start again. Especially here in the UK, when we're always expecting a full national lockdown once New Year hits next week. That could last, like we had in the summer, 2 to 3 months. And then, yeah, we're in a shit streak. Because then questions are going to be surprised then if that happens again for 2 to 3 month period of national lockdown. Especially with all the cases we're seeing regularly now in the Premier League as well. that we're Premier League won't come to a halt either. And there's no way they'd have to avoid the season then. There's only this points per they can't do this points per game ratio either because there's not been enough. There's too many games left to go, so they'd have to literally void the whole season. Because by the time that 2-3 month period is over, you're then literally cramming in 2-3 months of fixtures already into what was meant to be 2 months, and adding to that another 2 months of a month and a half of fixtures, 2 months of fixtures. Before that's like 5 months worth of fixtures crammed into literally a month and a half, 2 months, not including the FA Cup and Champions League as well, and Europa League for the cups in Europe, from England obviously. You then got the Euros this summer as well, so it's like it's not like they could just go, oh, we'll bring it back in April and then or March, April time, and just go cram it out for the whole summer like we did last time. Because that option won't be available this year because we had the Euros this year. They won't postpone it again themselves. Stefan, void the season in Scotland. The Celtics are still reigning champions. Good vibes. Yeah, say that to my Rangers fans on it that pop in every now and then. Oh dear, I don't think that'll go down too well. Oh dear. Sentiment says, don't waste a tweet that it was nice to change to complain about winning and scoring more than 2 goals. Yeah, it's like the first time we scored more than 2 goals in a league game since match day 1. Now we're getting a COVID fucking advert here in the UK. Yay! From the government. Yeah. Oh dear. Like this, if Arsenal top of the league by 20, if Arsenal are top of the league by 22 games and Spurs is second after 22 games, then Arsenal play Spurs at home. But if Spurs were first and Arsenal was second, then Arsenal would be away like that. Yeah. One more thing about the league: all times played in one city. All teams played in one city because of COVID. Oh, that's why. Okay, fair enough. Like Liverpool playing all the league games in London, and Arsenal and Chelsea played at home. Yeah, I think that's okay. Oh, okay. I suppose I was going to say, look, it was like, hang on, it was a lockdown, wasn't it? All the football league was stopped. But they did it like that, and fair enough. But then it does beg the question, why the hell, again, obviously we know why, financial reasons, because clubs wouldn't agree financially, it would make no sense to them. They're all about the money, and obviously getting money into their clubs, even though there's no fans going in, TVs and all the TV companies being there, doing this thing does benefit them. Oh dear, but it is what it is. How are we looking for the likes, by the way, at half time? Might as well check at half time, may as well. Was an 11 the last time I checked, and that was like 20 minutes ago. That's a refresh. 15. I can get in there. We can get another, if we can add another 15 to 20 likes on top, that'd be fantastic. Between now and the end of the stream, that'd be fantastic. $16, oh, Maline's saying 16, so that must be my end. Right, well, if that's that, I'm going to quickly have a bit of dinner. It's going cold, so I'm not going to eat go cold any longer. So you'll have to watch me eat, guys. Sorry about that, it's half time, so. Oh dear. These are burning. Yep, yep. Yeah, almost New Year. Steve is saying Ubers will be fine to pay versus Blankly should. But if he's actually had a fall out with Arteta, we don't know. But yeah, it should be. But each that's another thing yesterday. It proved we can score goals and win a game without Uber. Amazing, eh? Especially against a team that's meant to be able to title. Yeah, no going out on New Year's Eve, Melina. Yeah, for no. That goes for everyone actually as well. Fucking hell. No matter where you are in the world. Oh dear. Oh. Lovely. Without part of his hairstyles. Nothing will surprise me more, trust me, this club. Do I take... I've got to go back and take this battery, haven't I? 1 second. This is the infamous clock, by the way. Get the fucking battery out of it. There we go, the battery's out. Right over there for now. And my foot. Let's comment off the stream. So far. What's going on with Arteta's hair? Gone to the same wig maker as Silent Stan. Oh, here we go. Don't you dare insult Stan's my bestie hair. His hair is flawless too. Oh my days. Melina, how much have you been drinking today? Oh dear. Yeah, it's got no problem now. Yay. Oh, wait till the game kick, second half kicks off. So guys, what did you actually get for Christmas anyway? Out of interest, make conversation, different bits and pieces. He said just looks odd. Fucking hell, having a discussion about hair now, Jesus Christ. Engage or congratulations. That's another. Speaking of it, just reminded me. Obviously, big congratulations to Tom from Laguna Talk. Got engaged over Christmas as well to his long time his girlfriend, well now fiance. So yeah, massive congratulations to him and his other half as well. And to obviously Warren in the chat as well. I'll take the piss out of Silent Stan. Careful now. Oh, right. Yeah, I've got nothing. Nothing like that. As I said, got the microphone, my brother, aftershave, a hoodie. I've got another one. There's another hoodie coming. I don't know what it is, but it's coming in the post at some point in the next couple of days. Sister got me a photo, like a framed thing from Arsenal. I'll show you guys later. And a signed, with certificate as well, a photo from David Jason and Nicholas Santos, obviously as characters of Del Boy and Rodney. And Grandad's in the picture as well. Obviously, um, the actor that played Grandad is obviously no longer with us. Hasn't been there for a long time. But yeah. Also, I've got other things as well, I think. Oh yeah, so I've got Bailey's fudge. Was on that one actually, thinking of it. I'll let him know. I've also got Melvin a date with Katie Ross. As I said, I'll let him know. I'm sure you'll be thrilled. Oh dear. Also got I've got my Arsenal book as well. Get there. Oh, and I told you, I did tell you guys yesterday. A stress ball. I thought I'd need it yesterday. I didn't need it as much as I thought. But it's there. It's now. It's our position to every Arsenal stream, just in case. But yeah, bear with me with fudge. Break my neck. Oh dear. There we go. Oh Jesus. Oh. Excuse me. So what was wrong? Burnley didn't get any cards, did they? To be honest, I didn't watch the actual Burnley game. I just knew that Leeds has won 1-0. I've got back for you one sec. Bear with me a sec. No. Oh. There's a hell of a lot of babies, Jesus Christ. As a VEF, I cannot understand at all how, again, as I said, I haven't actually watched the actual match. I'll obviously see the highlights later, so I don't know what happened there. We're back underway, by the way. Second half just kicked off. Still 1-0 Liverpool. 1-1. Share. Tweet. It's shared. Cool. So my face is on over on Twitter now, hopefully. There's another shot. Oh, bounce just wide there. Outside his foot as well. As if, obviously, Katie Price writing a book. That would never happen. Stupid. Me goes ahead to free kick. Keeper goes through the back of him. Ball falls to Barnes, who scores. So surely that should be reading that should be a foul on the Burnley player then, Ben Mee. If anything, i.e. the goal should have counted then. I have no idea what's gone on there. Did they try and say Ashley was offside or something? I'll watch the highlights later. That's another positive I can take from Arsenal's win. I can actually watch match of the day 1 and 2 without going, oh, I've got to watch Arsenal. See Arsenal fucking lose it again. Oh. Steve saying, be more interesting this season. I still think Liverpool win the league. I do as well. But at least they won't win it as early as they did last year. That's true. That's the one thing about this, but not just Liverpool, but the league in general for the last 4 years. It's been shit. It's literally just been one team running away with it. Or in one case, literally 2 teams in the title race. Everyone else is literally just miles off. It is what it is. Bye bye. It's just so uncompetitive as a whole, really. It makes the league very boring in that sense as well. From a neutral perspective, it must do. Whereas this season actually been really professional. It's close. Anyone can win it. As I said, it's literally 5 points between Liverpool and Everton, who are first and second as it stands respectively. Everton have improved a lot. Yep, definitely. It's amazing what happens when we have owners that actually back their managers and get the players they want. It's amazing. Oh, okay, now this game. Oh, ball coming in. Oh, crap. There's a positive. West Brom have actually been in the half for more than 30 seconds this time. Villa got 2 games in hand and could go second if they win both games. I know. Who's the 2? I thought they had 1 game in hand. Okay. No, I knew 1 game in hand was against City. I think it's City, isn't it? So that's possible they could win that. The way City have played this season. I don't know the second game because they played yesterday. Yeah, they played yesterday. So I don't know why there's 2 games in hand. Unless I've missed something in most this season. Oh dear. Stefan saying Watkins looks a decent player. Yeah, exactly. We got the Brentford though in the first place. So give him that platform to put himself out there. And Bede, the striker he was at Brentford. To be fair, he has took to the league rather well actually, considering. He used to live up the road. In fact, not literally up the road, but you know what I mean. Where I live. Because obviously where he used to play for Brentford and all that. Newcastle was off due to COVID. Oh yeah, the Newcastle can has it. Yeah. So even that's so possible. Yeah, okay. But in the meantime, between them games being played, they've still got to keep winning in for that possibility to happen. Otherwise, us saying it now doesn't mean anything at the moment, does it? Oh, well, 5 minutes into the second half, by the way, and literally, to be fair to West Brom, they have actually come out the second half and actually got their foot on the ball a bit more. Oh, shot on target as well. There you go. And actually, sort of trying to cause Liverpool some issues now. Will the fact that Mane missed all them opportunities, and a few others like Salah as well, but he missed most of them, come back and bite him in the arse now. No, yeah, right, I remember now, yeah, because of fucking Newcastle, the outbreak of COVID, was it about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago? There was meant to be a Friday night football on Sky, and literally got 24 hours or more beforehand, had to be postponed because of that. Millwall, yeah, quite a few. There's quite a few games just got worse. That's what I'm saying. Another reason why people were expecting when this here in the UK when the full national lockdown comes back again in the new year, i.e. next week, at some point from next week onwards, if it's going to be like a 2 month to 3 month thing, and with the rate of how many, not just Premier League league clubs in general, are being affected by COVID and having to postpone games, this, that, and the other. It's only a matter of time before they actually do what they did this time, not this time last year, but back in March last season, and put a pause to the season at first. But as I said, if the lockdown is going to be for as long as we're expecting it to be, we've been led to believe it to be and expecting it to be, there's no way physically they can cram in 5 months worth of games plus FA Cup plus with the League Cup as well for the teams that are in the League Cup, and plus the English teams that are in Europe. Still, there's no way you can cram all that amount of games in 5 months, and then literally 3 weeks later, off you go, play for your country now for the rest of the summer. Because they'll be fucking shattered. And what we're seeing this season, we've seen this season so far with how close things have been and all that. We'll see it again next season, and not just how close it's been. It's the injury rate will go up to the roof as well. What we've seen this season. Stefan saying apparently West Brom better side at the moment. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing it as well. Literally 5, 6, 7, about 7. Well, about 7, 8 minutes into second half. But yeah, but they've come out a bit more purpose to their game and actually are getting their foot on the ball and going forward and attacking Liverpool, giving them some problems in defence. Yeah, long it last. One also says, so glad West Ham got a late equaliser. Yeah, same here. Obviously, for the main reason, got with my family, my granddad, uncle, and cousin being West Ham fans. Sort of always, as I said, always got that soft spot for them, keeping an eye out for their results and all that. Yeah. But as I said, literally, today was Jekyll and Hyde of West Ham. In sense of defensively, they looked like shambles every time Brighton attacked. But when they went forward, they caused problems. It's like fucking. It's like typical West Ham. They're either like that, or they're perfect, or they're completely opposite of all of that, and literally they kept crap anyway. Oh dear. I work in the COVID industry. We are not going back to normal for quite a while. I'll take your word for it. That's what you're saying. You're working in that industry, then fair enough. It's not helping though, is that fact that the government are putting these restrictions in place, but they're not following it themselves. Fucking, was it Rishi Sunak's been caught literally going to, up north or going to Scotland or something like that during the what's the name, since after Tier 4 has been brought in and all that. that warning's been brought for tier 4, and everyone has got that tier brought in, and everyone has to go up certain places going to tier 4. And considering he lives in London, literally, he apparently has gone after that, all that announcement and all that, and once they've gone, had their last PMQs and all that, and this, that, and the other, just before Christmas, that day before the 23rd. I think it's the 23rd apparently, according to reports. Rishi Sunak, literally in a car with his family, travelling all the way up the country up to the other people to get away from it all. He's up in his second house or whatever they want to call it. But as I'm saying, that I was going to say, that's not helping things either. And obviously the things of Dominic Cummings back in the summer as well, doing what he did and getting away with it. But the British public then from now on in were never going to abide by the then rules that were put in place by the government, because they're seeing it's been put in place. They've done it. They've been doing it all months and out doing it. And in the meantime, this one, obviously not just him, there's others doing it within the actual industry, the powers that be that put these rulings in place weren't abiding by it themselves. And when they're getting caught out, getting away with it, and they're thinking, well, hang on, what's the point of us doing it then? And they're just like, ever since then, like, okay then, we won't bother then. What's the point? So now we're in this situation of what we are and company are going through. And yeah, as you said, it ain't going to get any better for a while. Because of that, if only the powers that be abided by the rules they set in place in the first place and didn't get caught for doing the opposite to what they've fucking done. But when I say didn't get caught, obviously not do what they've done in the first place, then maybe, just maybe, things right now wouldn't be as bad as what they currently are. But no, couldn't do that now, could we? One more for us, the rich. I'm speaking like third party, and I'm speaking like from their perspective. It's one more for us, and you peasants, fuck off. You have to abide by it, or we'll fine you £1,000. In North London, only Tottenham. What team in North London has won more trophies, mate? Then come back to me. We make boxes for the 7. Oh, okay. Politicians were let go home so they could escape London. Then they locked it down the day after on purpose, in my opinion. Yeah. But as I'm saying, but that itself is not helping things either. As I said, everything that happened back in the summer, not just Dominic Cummings, but that was the tipping point. Because he literally is like, well, at the time was like that. He was running the show effectively with Boris, that whole situation, and yeah. We're just, I mean, that's, as I said, that Dominic Cummings was a typical, because there was a few others before, and then I think only one actually got eventually, because it's so public and the pressure was put on Sturgeon, who happened in Scotland, obviously, and she's part of her party, so she had to. That's the thing. She didn't do it initially. She didn't act. She was just like, oh, she knows she's done wrong, blah blah blah. But the pressure that was put on her, not by the media, but more so by the public, like, what the fuck? Within an hour of the press conference, that woman was sacked. But everyone else, literally, it's of the mindset of, well, I know they've done wrong, and then Dominic came along, all that came out, and he literally like, wait for him to. Oh, I don't think what he did was wrong. I was like, are you for real? He's done everything You confirmed now he's done everything, and he also confirmed as well that you've been telling us not to do for 2.5 to 3 fucking months. That's okay for him because he's your best mate. He's got something on you. Klopp's must have been booked, by the way, by the referee for kicking off, basically just being Nurgan, basically, just doing what he normally does, but for once he's actually been booked. The irony. So yeah, hence, that's a tipping point, and obviously, as we've all seen, all the rules that have been put in place, no one's abiding by them. Even that mini lockdown 2.0, as they put it at the time. No, I live literally on the outskirts of West London, like literally where I am. I'm by Heathrow, so literally just as Russ will tell you, whenever he's next on, literally no one in the UK where we were took notice of it. They still went about their daily lives like normal. Compared to lockdown 1, when the first lockdown, when everyone actually they did do what was put in place, most of us, and it was like a ghost town wherever you went, literally. And even now, to an extent, since the tier 4 system, the tier 4 has been put into added to the 3 tiers and the initial 3 tiers and all that bollocks. Literally, apart from literally Christmas Day, it's quiet and ghost town like as you'd expect anyone Christmas Day, any normal Christmas Day. Yeah, it's just as you were, basically. Everyone's just doing what they normally would do. Just like, yeah, so hence what. But again, my point is, the reason we're in this situation where it's worse than what it should be, it possibly could have been. I mean, the reason we're in as worse a situation than what it could have been is because of the fucking people, the people breaking the rules up are not abiding by them in the first place, and get caught out, and then like, well, you know what, it's okay. We can do what we want because we've got the money to do what we want. Doesn't affect us. I mean, it almost took out our fearless leader, apparently, but that's okay. Freaking idiots. Free Scotland with every £100 spent. Bloody hell. Dad is in New Zealand. They got it so right. Yeah, New Zealand and Australia, especially New Zealand, they just literally, even just one case, complete lockdown for the entire fucking country. Not little areas here and there, the entire country. Like, bang, got on top of it straight away. And it was like normal, like everything was okay. They eased off the restrictions and things, and it came back again, bang, boom, lockdown again. But how everyone else here in the UK, oh, we don't want to follow by that rule. We're English, we're British. we all follow a bumbling fucking idiot, apparently. But hey, this is what you get when you vote that idiot in the first place, or give him full, anyway, not give him a fucking hung parliament at least. Back into the chat, mine. We had a much tougher lockdown in over here for 3 months than you ever had. Yeah, because the reason it was tougher for you guys, like people like yourself in Spain, Italy, and all that, is because your governments didn't mess about, in the sense of, if anyone was found, you literally were only allowed out for the bare necessities of, like, grocery shopping, basically. If you came out, you went out for anything else, you were basically fined on the spot, basically. Police out in force, forcing the law in. Whereas here, you mentioned, I'll bring the army if necessary, or up the police and things like that. He hasn't. It's all words, and everyone knows that now. Hence why, another reason why I think people are just like, yeah, well, we'll do what we want. And then also, during the first lockdown as well, you're seeing videos of people actually being hauled up, going for, like literally doing exercise, doing their daily exercise, which they were told to do. They were told they could do. And that's all they're doing. Literally going for a run. Wait, what are you not doing that for? Doing my hours exercise. Da da da. And they'll get fucking the police and then literally converse on them. Like, come over here, we're finding you. So that's not helping things either. Yet there's people out and about not just out doing what they wanted to anyway, getting away with it. That's my point. That's my point, Brownie. You're Spain and Italy and all these other countries in the surrounding the UK ran and are still running a zero tolerance on all that. That's never been the case here. He's mentioned that he's put these fining systems in place or whatever, and threatened to use the police, up the police, and let them make their own, like, up the ante on that, or bring the army in as well to help enforce the law that he's been. But he doesn't. He really doesn't. And also because Boris was and has been so conflicting with with what he's had to say and put in place. Even the police are like, well, what is the rule? Even they don't. Even they, in all these briefings they have, they'll be like, even we don't know what the actual rules are. And they have, and their bosses actually have fucking briefings with the fucking government, for fuck's sake. New Zealand shut the country if you flew in, no self-isolation, straight to testing centre, and if clear, sent back home. Yeah, exactly. As they treated it as manslaughter. You say that, but at least the fucking was on top of it though, Brown. At least they actually, whatever they put in place, it was in force. They didn't just say it for the sake of it and go, well, actually, you know what, no worries. Don't do it again. Because that's effectively what they've done. But Heathrow is such a massive hub airport, and London is a massive financial centre that possible to shut down everything though. Well, it's say that other countries are surviving doing things like that. I know, obviously, not in the sense of the airport, I mean, airport side of things, and Heathrow, Gatwick and all that. I mean, literally, every other country is literally running on that tournaments of, as we've seen in New Zealand there, just like, no, if you even try to come in, you have your test and all, make sure you're clear. Once you're clear, fucking off out, you're on the next flight home, basically. Where he's literally, even now, he's literally in this tier 4 thing just before Christmas, and he's having the last, when he's announcing tier 4 to the country and all that, in his press conference, he was saying, he's basically saying, oh, you can't go on holiday and all that, if you book on holiday, each half and this, that and the other, unless it's for business purposes. I mean, you're trying to stop the fucking virus getting in and out of the country, and you're saying things like putting things like that in place. Oh, if it's a business trip, that's okay. And then hence why then the rest of Europe pretty much went straight away. No, you fucking what? You've got another strand of the virus, and you're fucking saying to your people, if it's a business trip, you can go abroad and all that. Hell no. So literally, the UK is currently on a fucking block list of not letting people in from the UK in pretty much the whole of Europe as it stands. Holland, Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, Spain. Australia put the ban in place about 2 months ago that no one in the world could come into the country. Or even the residents of Australia can't leave the country either. Well, nothing is impossible. Crazy after Tier 4 London. 103,000 people landed there in 24 hours, yeah? Yep. It's just an absolute horse shit of a show here in the UK. What I'm saying about it is not done properly. He'll say one thing and then say something completely different, or put rules in place and mix it and get them. Because he's what he is and tries to come across this bumbling fucking buffoon, which he isn't, by the way. Oh well, even the police are like, well, what the fuck is the law? What are we actually having? What are we actually going by here? I mean, it's saying something. It's saying something about doing a watchalong for Liverpool v West Brom. Oh, come on. Oh, unlucky. Oh, West Brom. Is that the could that be a chance that's wasted there? We would. I'll stand by it to it. literally stand by it. If the powers that be that put these rules in place in the first place, in the entire UK, by the way, had abided by them same rules themselves in the first place, we wouldn't be in this situation. People would have gone, you know what, we did what we did. It worked initially. You've done what you've done as well. We can see that you haven't broken the rules yourselves. It's obviously the government. So we have to do it again. Okay, we'll get on board with it. But no. So hence why we are in this position still. But hey, what do I know? And the rate things are going at this current rate of things are going. In terms of next season, looking towards next season, I can't actually see fans being back in full capacity stadiums again at the start of next season. Initially I thought that would be the case, but now I'm thinking no, that's not going to happen. But yeah, saying something, as I was saying, it's saying something when actually when it be doing a watch on for Liverpool v West Brom, it's 1-0 Liverpool still. If you feel West Brom have been better in the second half. I mean, Liverpool have had a 5-10 minute spell just now. The West Brom come back and another burst here. And all we spoke about in the second half is pretty much the politics of the world. Big up, Russ, by the way. I did see you in the chat before. Hope you're still there, by the way. Hope you had a good Christmas, mate. And yeah, are you around actually, Russ, on Tuesday 6 PM for the Brighton match? Oh, wrong one. I'm not a biased support, by the way. It's just nothing has worked, so just open up everything and what happens, happens. This is the thing. Right. The reason nothing has fucking worked is because he's put rules in place where it should have worked, and it would have worked if him and his cronies and the people up in Scotland and the rest of the UK, the powers that be, that are running like the England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, respectively. Northern Ireland, I mean the south of the Republic of Ireland, sorry. The powers that be there, if they had abided by them rules themselves, we wouldn't be in this situation. I'm sorry, it would have worked. And if worst case another stranded device appeared like we're seeing now, people will be like, you know what, we did it first time, it worked, we can do it again. Whereas people are now, because of the regular people doing what they did, and obviously the government itself and the bank and other people that run Scotland and all that weren't doing that, and there was no consequence to their actions by doing that, by breaking them rules. Us regular folk basically are like, well, why? Well, fuck you then. We're not going to do it. Why should we? And that's why things ain't working Brownie here in the UK. Whatever he puts in place, it's not working. It should work, but it's not working because of what he's done. Him and his cronies have all gone and done. Yeah, that's no problem, mate. You got me on Facebook and all that anyway. Oh. 50 minutes ago, still 1-0. Mate, if West Brom nick something from this, it's possible the way they've played the second half. Second half performance what they deserve, but first half they should have been out of it. They should have been up 4-5 by then. Big up Cheddars, he says, I have tickets for the Euros, and the email said they are very confident fans will be allowed back in. Well, but the thing is, isn't the Euros as well, because the Euros is obviously going to be it's hosted by not just here in England, it'll be hosted all over, isn't it? So it's going to be, that's going to be interesting. Which is, it's just better hope the fucking UK get hold of this, because otherwise I don't know how they're going to fucking handle that one. So I just have to play it by ear. But that's another reason why they've, talking of obviously another reason why the Football League and all that have moved the EFL, the League Cup final, from end of February and moved it to the 25th of April instead, in the hope that they can get some fans in. And obviously their sponsorships and all that crap. What would say the Euros are lying to you? Oh, another chance there for Liverpool. Trent again. Free kick on the end, about 25-30 yards out, just over the crossbar once. Let's have a look from this angle. Up and over just over the crossbar. Didn't dip enough in time. The Dominic Cummings eye set test set the tone for what has happened in the UK. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was the tipping point with the public. They were like, with all what he said in his press, and he had his press conference, and then what Boris said 24 hours prior, and this, that, and the other. And there was no consequence to his actions, basically, like all the others, bar one person in Scotland. Charlie Austin's just come on, by the way, for Grant, so this will be interesting. I said the public was just like, you what? We've done this. We've stayed away from. We haven't seen our friends, our family, our grandparents for 3 months, and now you're saying we could have done based on what Dominic's done, because as far as you're concerned, he'd done nothing wrong. Okay then, we'll do that from now on anyway then, and then hence why we're having this now sudden. And now, because now this new variant of the virus has come about, people, even though we're now in the tier 4 has been introduced and all that crap, people are like, as I said, people where I live, apart from Christmas Day itself, every other day is literally like it's been manic still. Literally, no one's staying indoors or keeping their distance out of walking the dogs and all that. Not to keep their distance. So yeah, nothing's really it's actually like a normal day. Just we're in tier 4, but it's just completely normal now. Like everyone's going back to their business like they would do pre-COVID, before COVID hit the UK in the first place. Because they're like, well, we did all this before, and you guys are doing your own thing anyway. So you're doing everything we were told not to do. So no, we ain't sticking by the rules now. Oh, Oxlade Chamberlain looks like he's going to come on. There's about 10 minutes plus entry time to go. Right, back into the... Right, here we go. Ryan, you're pushing me to have a late night COVID debate the way we are talking. We're all talking at the moment. About... No, what I'm saying. It's saying something when... Obviously, this is meant to be a watch-along. Well, it is a watch-along because we're watching the game, Liverpool West Brom game, but it's been that dull this second half that all we've spoke about up till now, from the start of the second half till now, has been the situation of what we're all facing. Fucking COVID, for fuck's sake. Oh dear. Oh, 1-1. West Brom have equalised. Mane's opportunities have been wasted opportunities have come back to bite Liverpool in the arse. No way. Oh my god. So you slag off a game, eat a goal. There you go. Slag off a game. Oh my days, what a goal. Oh my god. First ever Premier League goal as well. For the player, for the West Brom centre back. Wow. I wonder what Klopp's excuses will be today. It's TV's fault. Too many games, But Jurgen, aren't you one of the faces of Amazon Prime promoting Premier League football this month? Sorry, Cheddars. You'll probably still score. Literally, there's plenty of time. Even though it's 82nd minute now, so you've got plenty of time to still win it. So don't worry. I'd be more fuck my life basically if that was literally like the 92nd minute or 4 minutes added on. Then I think it's an uncut wall. Be interesting then. Well, Curtis Jones gone off for Oxlade. Okay. West Brom got a point away to City. They just scored. Yes. Well, but the fucking last time, fucking guy got Slaven Bilic a couple of weeks ago. That happened. And he got sacked the next day. Clean your teeth, Jurgen. Oh dear. Oh, Leify's back to Man United fan. Funny bounce. Oh my days, dude. It was a weird goal, don't get me wrong, but fuck it, I think West Brom will take it in their fight to get back into the out of the relegation zone itself in the long term run of it. Liverpool corner, let's see what happens there. Well cleared. Oh, fucking hell. Oxlade. Put it into Rosetta Cop and then shoving it into the guy in the back like you bastard. Well, Welsh Monkey 7. There's a new face to the channel. I'm assuming by this you're saying you're a Stoke fan. Each to your own. How's the championship? By the way, can you do us a favour in a few weeks' time in the FA Cup? Oh dear. No way. You're not telling me it's... I'm going to say. Come on, Stoke. Yeah. Yeah, he's a Stoke fan. You know what? Fair play. Fair enough. That's cool. Look after... Like, as long as you're looking after Tyrese, Kevin Campbell's boy, that's all that matters in my point of view at the moment. Bit risky from the goalkeeper there for West Brom doing that. Yeah, but mate, if you're new to, obviously you're new to the channel, do subscribe. I'm doing be doing another watch along. In an hour's time, basically. So literally, this is going to finish at 7:15. Kick off between Wolves and that lot down the road. Yeah, I'll be going live 10 minutes before kick off for that one. So 5 past. We're going for that. Fletcher's Fletcher on form up front. Yeah, but as I said, there's a reason. Obviously, Arsenal wise, I'm saying look after Kevin Campbell's boy. Hopefully Tyrese makes a full recovery because he was doing good for you as well with his injury. Oh. Feed the Scousers, let them know it's Christmas. Oh my god. Yeah, so yeah, if you've just come across the channel, mate, do subscribe. I would appreciate it, and obviously do share the stream around. Obviously, more so the next one. See you in the next one, hopefully. But yeah, I might. Oh, we've still got any FA Cup? I can't remember now. Premier League Club, I know it's one of our. I swear it's a Premier League club. Can't remember. We're talking about courage now in the chat. Bloody hell. Another Watchalong and talking about the incompetent government. I like this plague. Well, hopefully the game will be better. We won't have to talk about the government anymore. To be honest, I'm just fucking sick of fucking repeating myself now. Ten injuries at Stoke. Jesus Christ. Fucking that's a normal Arsenal season for us. Normally. I put money on a West Brom or a draw 5-1. I'm a rubbish football fan. You're a rubbish Liverpool fan by the sounds of it. Why is he not backing your team to win? At home. I think injury time wise, it's a couple of minutes away from getting that, but I'd say about 4 minutes. Oh dear. Obviously, I was going to say, also the stream is set up for the Wolves, Newcastle, Wolves versus Spurs at 7:05. It's already set up, so if you want to go and give that subscribe, please go and do that. And yeah, guys, go over there, give it smash them likes already, and then also share the stream around as well before we go live, obviously. Taib, why is it even late recently, don't you? Big up yourself. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Hopefully I'll see you in the next stream from the start. If you're not too busy, obviously. Just trying to get these watch time hours over that 4K mark. Adriano Leno all day long. Fucking things ain't that bad. Jesus Christ. Then Firmino, Bobby. How the did he actually miss that? Was the save? He's onside as well, yeah. So the keeper get a thumb to that? The keeper, what a save from the keeper. By the looks of it. Oh. Question for you chaps. Lewis Suarez or Thierry Henry? You really are an Arsenal fan there. I mean, obviously two great strikers in the Premier League's history, don't get me wrong. But one was out and out, literally just score goals. That was he was just in that. They're both goal scorers. I'm trying to word this right now. But one had more to his armour, in my opinion, obviously. But again, I got to see one of them week in, week out, whereas the other I wouldn't. I could have done if Arsenal hadn't fucked it up. Then I could actually be more balanced with it. But Henry was next level. He's some next level shit. But let's take nothing away from Suarez and the player he was either for the Premier League. Putting aside the biting of people's arms and necks. Exactly, Henri, let's buy. Exactly. But for me, on both fantastic goal scorers, there's no getting away from that. But Henri just had more in his armoury, in his gameplay. Whereas I think I have a thing that fucking Suarez had about from goal scoring was biting people near the end of his time for no reason or being controversial, so to say. Big up everyone. How's everyone been? Big up yourself, Alpha. I hope you're keeping well. And yeah, been good. Looks like Liverpool going to drop points, so that would be 4 minutes up by the way. So 2.5 minutes left. Let's look at the league table and as it stands. Get the table up. That's me. Even closer now. As it stands, if it stays like this, Liverpool will be top on 32 with 32 points. Everton will have 29 points. Leicester 28. United 27 with a game in hand. City on 26, Villa on 25, Chelsea 25, Spurs at 8th, by the way, on 25 points, but they've got to play Wolves, so and Wolves are on 20 themselves. So this, as it stands, that's 25, 26, literally, Liverpool fans will be wanting Wolves to turn up today. Let's go back into the bloody hell. Luis Suarez third all-time Barcelona top goal scorer, 13-14, best season ever by a player in the Prem. Yeah, but he was again. It's just but again, if Arsenal had fucked things up, with that whole could have had him ourselves instead of Barcelona. He could have been with us with it the year before, and obviously gone to Barcelona back maybe a couple of years later or whatever. So again, I would have seen more of Suarez because I didn't see Suarez as a week in, week out like you would have done. Whereas Liverpool and all that, I had the benefit itself of seeing Henri week in, week out, growing up and all that. So I know what Henri can bring and all that on a week to week game in, game out basis. Whereas Suarez, again, I'm not taking away from Suarez as a goal scorer and all that. It's just Henri for me had more to his army as a whole. Fucking hell, what is the point of having a face mask, Sam Allardyce, if you're just literally gonna have it hang on your ears around your fucking double neck? Apparently to get colder next weekend. Yep, apparently that's what I've heard as well. What does the bottom of the table look like? Oh, you fucking bastard. Oh dear. Oh, we've moved up. We've actually, results have gone in our favour, so we've moved up a position actually. Where's this full-time whistle? We're in 94 minutes, 32 seconds. What the hell is going on here? Just noticed this. Bottom of the table, we've got from the bottom to Sheffield United on 2 points, West Brom on 8 points as it stands, Fulham 18th on 11, Burnley 13, Brighton 13, goal difference of 12 and 6, minus 12 and minus 6 respectively, and now and Arsenal 15th, we're now playing away from them full time. Yeah, we're now playing away, and obviously if Arsenal were to win on Tuesday against Brighton, so that's at 13, 16, that'd be we're on 4 points as it is. If we win on Tuesday against Brighton, we would have a 7-point gap between us and them, and also we could move up obviously move up to near the mid-table. Then it's a big if. Obviously we've actually got to turn up for that game and get the squad right for that. Woman saying best three strikers in the league. Henry, and Shearer, and Aguero. Can't go wrong with that. I mean, if you want to do top four, then you add Suarez to that equation, in my opinion. That's just me being honest, but yeah. Bottom is Arsenal 15th, the usual suspects below. But the thing is, there's a gap. There's a few points gap, and obviously, as I just said, if we are to then go and win on Tuesday night away to Brighton for the first time since they've been promoted, by the way, if we were to do that, we're suddenly that 4 point goes to 7 points, and you start building a gap. And also, whilst doing that, if results go our way over the next couple of days, or tomorrow basically, we could be finishing the evening mid-table, around the mid-table area. Apparently it's going to snow and rain, but apparently the rain can turn into snow due to how cold. It'll be black ice basically. We'll be in south-west and London tomorrow all day. It'll be back. That's the case. It'll just turn to black ice. But yeah, in mornings it is fucking bitter. Warms up a bit and then it goes bitter cold again. I mean, it's fine at the moment. I'm literally wearing a fucking thin t-shirt. Man United have desperate Dennis at the back. Oh dear, Man United. What the pig in hell? Please. Oh, I'll go click something. He goes, nope, not having that. There. Right, I'm guessing we are going to see a lot of managerial departures next summer from the Premier League. More than likely. I say more than likely, yeah. I think if, for example, if the Juventus job becomes available, and obviously the thing with Pella doesn't work out, and obviously that becomes available, I think Pep's gone. I think he's like, phew. No matter what happens with City this season, he'll be like, bye-bye. And people are going to go, but he's just signed a new 2 year. He's just covering his 2 year deal, but he's literally just covering his fucking arse, just in case. And it depends on certain, like, are they going to Solskjaer and Frank Lampard? I think Lampard will be gone if they start falling away now. They don't get anywhere near the title race, and in terms of points, how far that, because it's not going to win the title itself, so it depends on how far away for winning it they are. If it's like 15 to 20 plus points, he'll be gone. Champions League football or not for next season, he'll be gone. If Man United fall out of the top 4 this season and fall into Europa League spot or outside, for example, he could be gone. I think obviously, even if Leeds stay up, what's the name? Bielsa will go at the end of the season, and then it's in the job of the owners then to hire someone that's going to take over from what he's done and keep him in that situation. I've been a Premier League club. Oh bloody hell. Ryan, how did ATV get away with having a group watch-along when London is in tier 4, especially as I thought none of them are getting paid for their work on AFTV? I don't work for them. I'm not associated to them, so I have no idea how it works or whatever. But yeah, especially as he said, it's tier 4, and especially when you consider that the guy that runs the puppet master himself was in self-isolation, having to do COVID tests because he was in close proximity with DT. He's deemed as a high risk anyway, and he's not felt well. He's had to have tests and this, that, and the other as well for COVID. And even the interviews don't make no sense. As in, for anyone that does a watch-alongs, they do interviews like pretty much next to each other, instead of what used to be like the 2 meters and all that. Or some are 2 metres and some are, just don't make no sense. But it is what it is. It also depends. In terms of yesterday's lot, though, I think they all live in London itself. It's not like they're coming out of one tier into another and all that. So they all live in and around London. And the actual Watchalong itself, from what I can make out, again I don't watch it, from what the clips he gets put on Twitter and all that when everything kicks off from rival fans, they're socially distanced anyway. On screen, obviously. Can't speak for what's... Oh yeah, Chris Wilder, I forgot about it. I did touch this earlier, Cheddars. I'm surprised he still hasn't been sacked, considering they're 2 points in 14, 15 games now. And you'd think after staying up after the season they had last season, the pressure would be on him to repeat that, or if not get mid-table at least. And the fact that they're literally rock bottom with 2 points, they're just about hit halfway through the season. That really does. If I was a Sheffield United fan, I'd be concerned with that the board aren't really acting as fast as they normally would. And don't get me wrong, look, Chris Wilder's done a fantastic job at Sheffield United in the last few years, going in when they were League One, getting them promoted from League One to Championship, from Championship to Premier League, back to back, the way he did. And obviously doing what he did last season with him. But this you can tell, this playing behind closed doors, playing behind closed doors malarkey has affected them. Not having fans there. I actually have a combined IQ of a mental facility. Jesus Christ! Again, I haven't watched that channel in God knows how long. Years, fucking years. Before it got out of hand, so I say. So yeah, years. Big up, Sam. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Christmas, by the way, as well, mate. Oh, just missed that. Yeah, also to that comment, he will probably go back to Barca at some point, of course. But I think he'll go one last European league, that'll be Italy, before going back to La Liga for Barca. Treasures is saying you still had to go to work in Tier 4 ATV as well. That's true. But I'm saying at least I think most of them do live in London itself, so it's not like they're all coming from outside different tiers and all that. Or through from one tier, like if they're in Tier 4 going through, and the other part going their ways, like Tier 3 or whatever. Most of them are in Tier 4, so technically they are so on screen, they are socially distanced. Barring obviously the interview bit, which is a bit weird, because it used to be, but now some of it still, and some isn't. I don't know. Oh dear, it is what it is. Wilder has that Wenger like credit in the bank. That's true actually. Ryan saying Hodgson's 4-1. I think he'll be if he's not sacked during this season, he'll either retire and leave or be sacked in the summer. But it's then down to the owners then, because to then go for a younger, more vibrant manager. But this time get it right. Don't make the mistake. Do your research and recruitment properly this time, because the last time you went for the young, vibrant, different type of manager that you wanted. You wanted to play a different style of go forward, start playing a different style of football all day. It backfired on you. But again, De Boer didn't have really a chance coming from Ajax to Palace. The players he would have dared to compared to Palace and all that at the time. Both different sets of players playing different style of football. You're asking the one that plays the opposite to what he's used to just go like that. But it is what it is. Brownie 4-1. Jesus Christ. Good shooters, I think about him earlier on. I think I feel fucking Jesus Christ. You're man now, aren't you? Brownie was banging on about Arteta in and no wonder kind of can't get promotion. Oh god, don't start that again. Ryan saying sorry, I just took 92, £20. What have you 92 on what? Because each of the commenters are going mad on my screen all of a sudden. I read that someone in yesterday's show was from tier 3. That's pretty much no different to tier 4, to be honest. The only difference between the two tiers is literally that tier 4, all gyms and leisure centres are closed and non-essential shops. Roy Hodgson, oh, okay, that's cool. 92. Fair play. Hodgson's being the next manager gone. Fair. Brownie's in tier 5. Well, going by how he's been speaking, Sam, during this stream, he sounds like... Oh dear. If you don't hear from me soon, you know what's happened. Shouldn't laugh about it, but sod it. Oh god, what have we done? Alpha, to wrap things up, give myself a... What, how long have I got? Give myself a 20-minute break before I go back for the second watch along, the Wolves versus Spurs watch along. Right, last comment. Right, in the summer, Ollie could be gone if he doesn't finish top 4. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Lampard, he could be gone if he doesn't finish top 4. I think there's nothing to that. I think because obviously, to be honest, Lampard would be gone even if they got top 4 because of the money that's been spent. I'll go on to that in a minute. Because of the money that's been spent by Roman and Chelsea as a whole, over 200 million this summer's just gone. Roman, we all know what Roman's mentality is like. He doesn't settle for anything less than winning trophies, titles, etc. So the fact that they've spent so much this summer just gone, the pressure's going to be on Frank to get a lot closer to the title, if not winning the title, a lot closer points wise. If they haven't cut that gap massively between whether they finish and whoever wins the league, he could be gone coming into the season, even if they get top 4. Because Roman Abramovich himself, he doesn't have that mindset of top 4 is fantastic. Now we go from there. Especially when they got top 4 last year. For him, that's no real improvement. For him, that'll be no real improvement from him. It's just that second season, another season repeated from the previous. That was weird. There's a scene to replay that goal again, wasn't there? Did it actually hit his arm as it crossed the line? Off the backspin, no, backspin. Went under it, it bowed, it went off the post, and as he's got to swipe at it, no, literally as he's got to swap an arm at it and pull it away, it's gone under, hit the ground, and as he hit the ground, it put a backspin, hence why it's then gone doom and injured the goal like that. So not a round goal after all. Go back to that comment if I can. We had a few more bits to say. Pep could be gone to Juve, and Arteta could be home if we finish below 10th. I think I think Arteta could be gone. He should be gone anyway, but if obviously things don't turn around, or we don't turn it around enough, I think even 10th won't save him. He's because of where we finished, even though he had half a season last year and all that. Last season, sorry, and we finished 8th. It won't, unless we win the Europa League, which I very highly doubt, because we've got Benfica in the next round. And obviously this we turn things around, but before then, it's got tough competition in that competition. It's not guaranteed we're going to win that. So really, realistic, the only way he can sort of save himself from being given the boot is be by some fucking miracles when it's not winning, is finishing in that top six, which obviously at this moment in time we can't see happening. Not just down to our performances, but down to the teams that are up there at the moment. But hey, what do I know? We'll see. We'll just wait and see. Oh fucking hell! What tier is Boris in? Tier minus fucking 0 by the sounds of it. Apparently that Harry Redknapp of YouTube video production. Oh god. Now, be nice. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap things up quickly. I'm going to literally go and get myself a drink in general, basically. Freshen up and come back to you guys. I'll be back by literally going live at 7:05 for the Wolves versus Spurs Watchalong. Kick off at 7:15. Hopefully, I'll see you guys back again for that Watchalong and for that stream. And yeah, until then, guys, enjoy the next half hour or so. I hope I'll see you again then for that one. And as always, I can actually say it was after yesterday, a bit of pride. As always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners!